While including last weekend's series against Michigan, the Wisconsin Badgers close out the regular season against the top 4 teams in the Big Ten. This weekend on the road in Columbus, Ohio to take on the second-place Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm Brian Posick, and head coach Tony Granato joins us next on the Badger Hockey Digest. Well, Tony, last weekend Michigan came to town and won a couple of hockey games. They're a very good hockey team. There's no question about it. Your team was better, though, on Saturday, and hopefully you can carry that into this weekend series against Ohio State.
Yeah, I mean, we knew that they were playing really well, and we knew that they're very talented. And we were hoping that, we'd find a way to win a game or two in that series. The first game, yeah, they just were too good for us. We just couldn't get going at all. The second game, we had really good start. First period, we took the lead in the second period. And then they're a team that if you make a mistake or you sit back a little bit or give them a power play, they've been on a roll and they got enough skill to make big plays when the game's on the line, and that's what they did in the second game.
Yeah. Michigan's in first place in the Big Ten, 2 points better than Ohio State. The Buckeyes were picked to finish last by league coaches. They fortified their roster with players through the transfer portal, as Wisconsin did with Jared Moe, Carson Bantle, and Max Johnson. Let's take 2 minutes or thereabouts with Max Johnson.
It was unique. I have never really been in that kind of a situation. Just kind of all the phone calls I was getting, I just kind of felt like a 5-star recruit for football, which was kind of interesting and fun in a way, but it was very overwhelming. I just wanted to let everyone talk, hear them out, what they had to say to me, and just kind of pick from there. I'd made like a top 5, and I knew in the back of my head that I kind of wanted to come here, but they were playing Bemidji, so I had to wait until they were out of the tournament, which unfortunately they lost. But fortunately for me, it was kind of that next, I think, couple of days where I was expecting a call and I got one, and it was a done deal from there. So.
Sure. And there are some connections to the University of Wisconsin with your family, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dad and mom. Dad played football here. My mom was a nurse here, so.
Yeah. So you had been here before and experienced what Madison has to offer, not just the University of Wisconsin?
Yeah, I mean, a bunch of my family is from Fond du Lac, and my dad's side's from Madison, so I've been here basically my whole life. My dad would sometimes take us to football games when I was younger, so I've been around the campus enough to have a good idea of where everything is, and obviously I need a refresher since it was when I was like 8 years old, but I caught on quick.
Yeah, the facilities here, the coaching staff, everything that this university has to offer. I don't know if you can ask for anything better, can you?
Oh, no, I've lost 20 pounds since I've been here. I've been in the best shape of my life. Like the facilities and the nutritionists that I've been seeing, it's second to none, and I can't be more appreciative of everybody helping me out. So.
At Bowling Green, you wore number 10. You're wearing number 8 here. So why number 8 here? I know number 10 is off limits here.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. But so when we were picking numbers, we had to send 3 in, and 8 was my last one I wanted. But because the shoes to follow with Cole Caulfield, it's put a lot of stress on me. But I was picked with that number, and I'm not going to complain because I'm on the team, and this has been a blessing from the get-go. And so yeah, I just roll with number 8 now.
Tony, Max has come in and is in the best shape of his life. Jared Moe has been outstanding for you in goal for the most part this season. Carson Bantle's got 7 goals. He's been hot of late. So the transfer portal has worked for your club. It's worked for so many clubs throughout the country, but it's something you really need to keep an eye on moving forward here, don't you?
Yeah, it makes things interesting with not having to sit out a year. You could transfer and play the following season. So, we were lucky last year that Carson was available, that Jared was available, and that Max was available. And we lost a lot of players at the last second. We didn't expect to lose that many players, and come April 1st, when most of those guys signed their contracts, it was one of those years where you had your fingers crossed. We had lots of seniors that potentially could stay the extra year, and some of the underclassmen that left, we thought maybe they'd stay another year. So it became valuable for us just to fill the roster, and we came up with some good players that have had impacts on our program. So it's something now moving forward. We have to realize it's going to be there's going to be a lot of players in there that potentially could help us down the road, and we'll have to look at it again.
All right. The Badgers fly into Columbus to take on Ohio State this weekend. We'll preview that series in just a moment.
You can try, but you'll never stop a Badger. Because we Badgers are born with curious minds and endless heart. When we see a curve in the road, we speed up. When there are mask shortages for first responders, we make our own supply chain. When there's a world on pause, we sharpen our claws. Through thunder, fire, and pandemics, we'll keep going. Because after all, you can't stop a Badger.
Well, a few weeks ago, Ohio State came to town, scheduled to play a Friday-Saturday series against Wisconsin. It was moved to Saturday-Sunday because of some COVID issues, quarantine issues, and what have you. Your club played pretty well against that Buckeye squad.
It was two great hockey games. We came up a little bit short the first night, and then 1-goal loss, and then the second night we lost in the shootout. But that was the week where we didn't practice because of the quarantine week, and I was really happy with the guys and how they got ready for that game without a full week of preparation. And this week's a little bit different. We got some guys banged up. It's going to be a challenge for us in different ways to be ready for this series. Obviously, Ohio State's got a chance to win a Big Ten title where they position themselves, so they're huge games for them. And we got games now against the next three opponents that are all jockeying for home ice and potentially Big Ten championships with Minnesota and Notre Dame and Ohio State. So we know they're going to be ready to play. It's important for us, I don't want to say to be spoilers, but just to recognize the fact that we're probably going to have to play one or two of these teams in playoffs to have success. And so it'll be time to buckle up and be ready to go and figure out ways to win.
All right. Good luck. Safe travels.
Thank you, Brian.
Sure, that's Badgers coach Tony Granato. Wisconsin at Ohio State this weekend. Friday night face-off at 6, Saturday at 7. Both games are on the Badgers Sports Network. You can also catch Saturday's game on the Big Ten Network. For Tony Granato, I'm Brian Posick. Thanks for watching the Badger Hockey Digest.
This has been a presentation from Learfield,